Okay, a lot of questions have been coming in. I'm actually on a jog this morning, not in my hometown, but at a different location, just getting a little bit of break. But a lot of questions are coming in on intermittent fasting and if they can work out when fasting and different things. I'm going to try to sum it up. The best thing to do with fasting is to do a little bit of research, read about it, start with baby steps. I started with just one meal on a Saturday and then turned into the whole Saturday, and then I was able to speak, preach later that evening, and just kind of becoming a lifestyle fasting. That works for a lot of people. Some people like to jump right in, and I do know people who have started fasting and they go 2, 3, 4, 5 days water only. Now that's a whole different type of fast, water only. I'm talking about intermittent fasting. The question that comes in a lot is, can I work out when I'm doing intermittent fasting? And the simple answer is yes, absolutely, but based on how your body responds. How do you feel? For many years I thought I was hypoglycemic. Come to find out I was addicted to sugar. So when I wouldn't have sugar for a while, I would feel those kind of withdrawals or those urges to eat, and not very comfortable and tired and lethargic. So the key is really first to get your body clean, get off of the junk food and let your body process everything. And autophagy I talked about. If you didn't get a chance, go watch the health seminar I just did. I talked a lot about this. But intermittent fasting is giving the body a break. You don't need to eat every 3 hours. That was taught to us many years ago, you know, to eat every 2.5, 3 hours to keep your metabolic rate high. And there is some truth in that, because you do use, I think 50% of your energy goes into digesting food. So you're going to keep your metabolism going as you're digesting food. Obviously, it's higher than if it were not digesting food. But on the flip side, more insulin is also being released. You have a higher caloric intake often. There's not an immediate need where your body needs that glucose right away. So it's usually stored as fat. So the new kind of approach, and actually to me it's a biblical approach. You don't eat every couple hours. You don't listen to your flesh. You tell your flesh what to do. So long story short, intermittent fasting, I ate last night around 7 p.m. and that was it. So now it's about 8 a.m. this morning, 13 hours. I'll probably go till lunch or after lunch. And what it does, the word breakfast is breaking your fast. You're breaking a fast. The body fasts all night, and then you eat in the morning at breakfast, and that breaks that fast, breakfast. So the idea is to keep the body going in that fasted state as long as possible. Ideally, they say 16 hours, you know, minimum. I like to go, you know, 16 or 18 and maybe have a short window of eating. But again, you don't need to make this into some formula. You don't need to make this into some secret to success. It's just, I believe, how the body was designed. We don't need to eat as much as we're eating. That's why we are very obese as a nation. That's why we're suffering from so many different diseases and epidemics, including diabetes and heart disease. All these are diet related and preventable. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, good to see you. So anyway, I would give intermittent fasting a try. Just so you know, I got up at 4 this morning. Around 5 this morning, I was in a pretty bad mood. That's what happens when your body wants something. So it took about an hour, and then I just now went out and took a walk. And what's good about this too, I should have noted, is when you haven't eaten, your body's going to tap into that glucose, which is actually glycogen by then, stored glycogen in the liver and in the muscle. So you're going to go and start to burn your glycogen reserves a lot sooner than had you eaten breakfast. So again, go by how your body feels. Seek God in this. That's what I do. Lord, what do you want? And I know He wants me to get off of coffee, Christian crack in the morning, and just indulging in the flesh every opportunity that it gets. So intermittent fasting, consider it, look into it, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.